All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today we're going to take a look at a watch from Advisor Watch Company. This is the 300-meter Super Bronze Diver. That's SUPA, S-U-P-A, not Super. I probably sounded like I said Super, but I meant SUPA. But the SUPA Bronze Diver, this is a really, really cool watch. This watch went live on Kickstarter on 2/19, so it's only been live for just a few days, and they've almost met half of their Kickstarter goal. So that tells you a little bit about the watch company. They've done a really good job of getting this watch out there to different reviewers. I want to thank the watch reviewers out there for getting this watch out to me. Ivan, thank you for reaching out. The watch reviewers, if you guys aren't familiar, is a website. I'll leave a link down below to their Instagram, and through that Instagram link, you can get to their website. Or I'll just leave a link to the website. How about that? But basically, you can check it out. We're sharing watches, getting these micro brands out there and talking about them, because I think most of us in that group think these micro brands are really part of what's driving the industry these days. So enough about that. Let's talk about the watch. I'll bring it up here in front of the camera, guys, and check it out. Now, getting the specs out of the way, guys, the case on this watch from side to side, not including the crown, is 44 millimeters. Comes in at 51 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. I measured with my caliper 14 millimeters of thickness from the bottom of the case to the top of the domed AR-coated sapphire crystal, and you have a 22 millimeter lug opening on the watch. The watch is running the tried and true Sellita SW200 movement. Really, really great movement. Beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, so it's a true high beat 4 hertz movement. Very, very well made. I do believe it's a 26 joule movement and has between 38 and 40 hours of power reserve. You also, with the SW200, get a date window down here, the date complication. They've put it to the 6 o'clock position, which is very, very nice. Now I'm going to get the dial up here a little bit closer so we can take a closer look at it. Now, not only does it have these really nicely applied bronze indices or bronze surround indices, rectangular to match those candlestick style hands, but you have a dual stepped dial on this watch. The index, the chapter ring, I should say, around the outside is actually stepped down. I'll try to capture that here in the light, see if I can get that. It's stepped down from the main dial, which is a little bit up. This is the blue version. They do have a green and a black model available also. That index ring, or that chapter ring there on the inside, is fully loomed. The indices are fully loomed. The bezel's fully loomed, and it does have a loomed signed crown on the watch, which I think is a really, really neat addition. Hopefully I remember to show that loomed crown. I always forget that when I do these videos. Now, when you talk about finish on bronze watches, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. You don't see anyone, or at least that I know of, really polishing up any of the bronze edges or anything like that. The whole idea is to develop a patina. Now, this watch has been around the block a little bit to different reviewers, so you really have a nice deep dark patina compared to like my new bronze Steinhardt here that I just opened the other day. There's no patina at all on that, and I hopefully get this nicely developed patina on my watch here soon. The bezel is 120 click bezel on the watch, and it locks in very nicely, very grippy. The design on the bezel gives it a lot of a lot of versatility. You can really grab it if you had gloves, anything like that. Get a little closer look at it, and you guys can see it has this really neat pattern and design to it. These bolts. Now, I'm not sure if the little Allen head type bolts are actually holding it on there, if they're just a design feature, but it definitely adds to the look of the watch. Very neat angular case on this watch, as you guys can see. Hard angular edges make it feel industrial. Very nice. Nice rubber strap. This is a very natural rubber strap, so it has that really heavy but flexible feel to it. You can see almost like a scale type pattern they've put there in the strap at the top. These ribbed edges keep it comfortable on the wrist. Matching bronze hardware with the Advisor logo there. Taking a look at the case back, it's not your standard screw down case back on this watch. It does have these 6 screws all the way around holding the case back down. You can see the logo, the dragon on the case back there. I think that's an underwater beast. That's so cool looking, a kraken or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But the Advisor, the SUPA Diver bronze there, limited edition. I'm not quite sure how many they're going to make, guys, but these are going to be limited. Swiss automatic movement there, unless you have a sapphire crystal. This is domed AR-coated sapphire crystal, 3 layers, I should say, of coating on the inside. And it also says it has anti-fingerprint coating, so that's kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and pause it for just a second and get this watch on my 7-inch wrist, and then of course we'll go off that Lume shot. All right, so I went from a 42 millimeter watch with the Steinhardt to the 44, and this is definitely a thicker watch, but it wears well. It really sits good on the wrist. The natural rubber strap they're using here fits the wrist very, very well and is super comfortable. They're always flexible and fit the wrist just right. And the watch has good wrist presence without being obnoxious or anything like that. I really like the look of the watch. So guys, let's dim the lights and I'll show you the lume. I think this is going to blow your mind. This watch has so much lume on it. Well, I haven't hit it with the flashlight, and it's kind of almost funny how much the watch is glowing. It's actually light outside. There's light coming in through my back window. I just shut off the lights, and it's glowing like this. Pretty impressive. Now let's go ahead and hit the watch itself with some light. I'm going to go ahead and hit the crown over here with some light. I haven't seen the crown glow, but the watch this is ridiculous. Look at that. So obviously we're using a BGW9 on this watch here. That chapter ring on the inside just blows my mind. This is like a flashlight, definitely like a flashlight. And check out the crown. This is going to be a C3, I think, super lumen over in green there. So that's pretty cool with the visitor logo there, or advisor logo glowing there on the side of the watch. So pretty cool, guys. Look at the way that thing glows. Let's talk dineros. Okay, guys, if you get in on the early bird special, which there was only 30 of these available, I'm not sure if they have them left. You guys check in the link down below, but they had 30 that were going at $429 US, which is a great deal for a watch of this caliber with the, with that movement inside of the SW200. I think they're going to have a handful at $459, and then I think they're going to regular price will be $489 until they sell out of these limited editions. Again, this is the blue model. They have a green and a black also available. So pretty cool. Links are down below in the description. Also some links to the watch reviewers. So guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.